to the Alex Jones Show on this Sunday, March 26, 2017. I'm David Knight, and as I said, as we're going to break, got some important news about the Second Amendment. This is a story that's on Infowars.com. It's originally from Breitbart. North Dakota says the Second Amendment is your concealed carry permit. And they're absolutely right. You must have a valid ID and notify law enforcement of the weapon during instances such as a traffic stop. But other than that, you don't need to get permission. See, it's a God-given right to protect yourself. And it's not given by the Constitution even. The Constitution recognizes your God-given rights and the Bill of Rights, and then it has prohibitions throughout the Constitution so that the government can't take away those God-given rights. And the way they take them away is by turning them into privileges. Privileges. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that they can do that. I remember when I had a business, when I first started my business, and I found that I had to get a privilege license. And I said, isn't that interesting? I have to get it's a privilege to start a business, but other people have a right to welfare. Isn't that interesting? It all is in the terminology, isn't it, folks? And I talk about privilege. Of course, now, if you're white, you're privileged, and you've got to get special permission to even open your mouth from the leftists. But this is also important. This House bill, when it was put up, listen to the vote margins that they had there. In North Dakota, it passed the House by 83-9 to say that the Constitution is your concealed carry permit, Second Amendment. That passed by 83-9 in the House. It passed by 34-13 in the Senate. So it was nearly unanimous in the House, and it was almost 3-1 in the Senate. That's great news, folks. Great news. And I think it's a pattern that we need to see happening elsewhere, not just on the Second Amendment, but on all of our freedoms. I think we need to take our freedoms back at the state level. You're not going to have somebody in Washington give that up. It's Washington that's taking them. It's Washington. It is the swamp that's not only draining your pocketbook, but the swamp is draining your freedoms, draining your liberty. So you're not going to have them give this up. You're going to take it back state by state by exercising the Constitution, exercising your sovereignty. And Washington is basically gone. You got to forget it, folks. You've got as I pointed out before, the Congress has abdicated its authority to make laws to the bureaucracy. All they do is create a new bureaucracy, or they create a sweeping bank reform from Dodd and Frank and turn this over to some newly created institution. Then they will go in and create all the rules and regulations and laws, and they will assess fines and penalties against you, and all the protections of the Bill of Rights will not apply. The presumption of innocence does not apply to their regulatory law. The idea that you're going to have a trial before they assess a penalty, that doesn't apply. They say that it is a civil action, and they can take from you immediately whatever they wish. You have to prove that you're innocent. You have to sue them to get your property back. And the prohibition against excessive fines, they say, well, that doesn't apply either because this is civil, not criminal. And that's what they do with the war on drugs, the civil asset forfeiture. So the way we're going to take this stuff back is state by state, issue by issue. It has to be done at the state level. And this situation in North Dakota is exactly the way it has to happen. Now, coming up next, we're going to have Alex Jones. This is going to be his exclusive response to the firestorm concerning this Pizzagate statement that he made on Friday. He'll be right back with the rest of the story. Stay with us.
Why is the fungus? Why is the mold? Why is the yeast taking over? What is going on? What has changed? Dr. Group, the new product, MycoZX, supports normal fungal and yeast balance, proprietary blend of herbs and enzymes made with high-quality ingredients.
Yeah, fungus is a growing epidemic, and I've been testing this formula and making changes to this formula for over 10 years.
It's available at InfoWarsStore.com. We also have free shipping, orders $50 or more, and 10% off when you sign up for auto ship. Additionally, on top of that, please, we only have a limited supply of this. I want to get your reviews. I want to hear what you have to say. For me, it's been incredible. MycoZX, antifungal, antifungus, anti-yeast. Get it today. Limited run. It'll be months till we get more. InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com, or 888-253-3139. I cannot sell something unless it helps somebody. And you can't support an organization that isn't fighting harder. Look at the response we're getting. The way we're changing the world together. You are the InfoWar. God bless you all.